attorney, so yung mga ano, mga Marines ngayon, who is guaranteeing their safety, no?
Kami lang, ma'am. Kami lang. Ah, may kinuha ako na safe house nila. Hiniwa-hiwalay ko sila. Pero kanyan, mobile sila lagi, no? Mobile naman sila.
Pero
Pag,
para, di ba parang attorney, no? Parang kumbaga ako, no? Kasi nakikita ko yun eh. Kahit CPRRD na lang, CPRRD. Niyakap na niya, no? Kumbaga, nagsakripisyo siya para sa Pilipinas. Tsaka alam niya eh. Alam niya pagkatapos ng term niya, huhulihin siya, hahabulin siya, 'di ba? He just didn't know that it was going to be this brutal, 'di ba? Sa madaling salita, lahat tayo dito, alam naman natin 'yon, yung niyayakap natin yung consequences, 'di ba? Ng mga decision mo sa buhay. So, yung mga marino natin, para nakikita ko, ganun naman din sila. Yes? Am I correct?
yes, ma'am. Oo. Kaya pinirmahan nila ang kanilang affidavit. Merong nag-witness na bishop. At humarap sila lahat sa isang notaryo. At tinanong naman sila ng notaryo kung kusang loob ba nilang ginawa ang affidavit nila, naintindihan ba nila ang kanilang affidavit, wala bang pabuyan na ibinigay sa kanila, wala bang pananakot. Lahat naman ang sagot nila ay wala at oo, no? Naintindihan nila yung nilalaman ng affidavit nila. So sa tingin ko naman ay matibay ang kanilang kalooban na panindigan ang kanilang sinumpaang salaysay. Pero sa ngayon, sunod-sunod ang mga natatanggap din nilang mga, the subtle messages. Meron pa nga nag-message dyan na nasa active service pa na opisyal na siguraduhin nyo lang na mapabagsak ninyo ang gobyernong ito dahil kung hindi ay may paglalagyan din kayo. Yung mga ganun na text message, no? At nabasa ko naman, na-capture ko rin naman yung mga text message na ganun. Alam po ninyo yung Armed Forces of the Philippines, pag susuriin ninyo ang ating saligang batas, nakalagay doon eh, the Armed Forces of the Philippines is the protector of the people and the state. Naging redundant nga ang ating saligang batas eh. Because the state already comprises the four elements of people, territory, sovereignty, and government. No? Pero bakit in-specify ng ating saligang batas yung people and the state? Bakit hindi niya sinabi na the AFP is the protector of the state and the government? Hindi ganun eh. Ang sinabi doon, protector of, inuna pa niya, protector of the people and the state. No? So, huwag na nating pinagtatanggol ang gobyerno dahil sa palusot na there is a chain of command and the president is the commander-in-chief. Wala po yan sa ating saligang batas. Ang ine-emphasize ng saligang batas, the AFP is the protector of the people and the state. Hindi niya sinasabing people or hindi niya sinasabing administration and the state or the government and the state. Hindi po ganun.
Sir, meron bang binigyan na general or AFP official ng maleta?
Ma'am, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, mahal natin ang AFP, no?
Yeah.
At ayokong madungisan ang imahe ng AFP dahil lamang sa iilang mga opisyal.
Correct.
And I do not want to discuss about that
Okay.
in public, no?
Yes.
At kung gusto akong kausapin ng liderato ng Armed Forces or even the Department of National Defense, pwede naman para pag-usapan namin ito at paano masaayos na hindi na mauulit ang mga bagay-bagay na nagdadilute sa professionalism ng ating armed forces.
Yes, correct. I understand. I understand perfectly kasi pareho tayo, sir, no. Mahal natin ang AFP. No, my closest friends, my husband and I, our closest friends are in the military. My children grew up with their military brats, no. So because of that love for the institution and that respect for the institution, I think we're the right people to criticize them because they know it's coming from a place of love. It's not coming from a place of wanting them to be destroyed, like the CPP. If the CPP criticizes them, and in fact, it is Bongbong Marcos that's destroying the institution of the AFP, no? Like his father before him did, and it took a very long time for the AFP to regain the trust of the Filipino people again after Ferdinand Marcos Sr. nag-soul searching, etc. Diba? And you are correct. I really believe you when you say that if there's corruption, I'm pretty sure there's corruption. It's a handful and the vast majority of soldiers. Kasi iba sila eh. Iba sila. Alam ko yan eh. Kasi asawa ko sundalo eh. No? So, I saw that even though he loved us so much, no? My husband loves his family so much. Time and again, he would turn and leave us to sacrifice, no, to offer his life to our country. So I knew it. It's my lived experience. And we've buried a lot of our friends who died for country, 'di ba? So alam ko yung you cannot question, no? Lalo na the vast majority. And yet, I have also seen a lot of corrupt bastards in the AFP. And that has also destroyed our country. Napakarami nilang yayaman ng mga yan. Wala silang kahihiyan. Marami sila, kahit yung mga asawa nila, no? Ganyan din. So, for me nga, my formula, I guess, no, is always to speak the truth. Just speak the truth, no, and then let the chips fall where they may, no, because the truth is very formidable. Diyan natin napabagsak ang CPP, NPA, NDF, kahit na sige-sigang red tagging, whatever. Kasi yun naman yung katotohanan, di ba? Totoo namang CPP kayo, di ba, etc. So, I think that I don't want to be part of the cover-up of the AFP. I'm not going to cover up for mga magnanakaw. I'm not, never, ever. And what I want is to honor the sacrifices of the men and women in uniform who have given up their lives, and to recognize every day that we are standing on their shoulders, on the sacrifices of their shoulders. We're standing on giants' shoulders, no? And it's not just one generation, but decades of heroism of Philippine soldiers, no? And we dishonor them when we cover up for these bastards, no, who are covering up for Marcos and protecting him. They dishonor the sacrifices of the men and women in uniform. No, so that's my take on this, sir, no. Kaya nga grabe yung respeto ko, yung pinapanood ko yung mga marinos, the Marines yesterday, the soldiers yesterday. That was the soldiers that I know, that I recognize, no. But it's kasi nakakatakot nung nakakausap ko na yung mga dating kakilala ko, like Charlie Galvez. O iba na yung under ng utak nito, ah. Oh, totoo, parang kakilala pa ba tayo? Ganon. So parang yun yung that's where I'm coming from. No?
Problema nga tayo sa bar, ma'am, dahil kay
Bitaw, gani, yes, true.
Si,
And because of money, 'di ba? Corruption.
oh,
Buti sana kung ideological differences or whatever. And I have inside information. This was as soon as BBM sat in office. Charlie Galvez and Anton Lagdameo did their thing in BARM already. Talagang winasak ang BARM. And for what? For money. Na rotten. Dirty, rotten scoundrels talaga. No? And
yun
I
nga
think that, yeah,
yun nga ang problema dyan, ma'am, eh. They mess up with the BARM.
yeah.
And the problem is the senior leaders of the MILF, sina Iqbal, sina Murad. Eh, syempre, meron tayong may limit ang ating buhay, no? Matatanda na itong dalawang ito.
Yeah.
Yung next generation of their leaders, hindi maganda ang tingin na nila sa ating gobyerno. Dahil nga dito, winasak nila yung mga prinsipyo na dapat ipatupad tungkol sa BARM, no? Itong si Sap Lagdameo, for example, mula nung umupo siya dyan, wala man lang siyang policy directive na ipapasunod para mapatupad itong BARM natin na pulisiya? Wala eh. Si Yusek Galvez naman, meron nga siyang isang kasamahan dyan na gusto nag-submit na nga ng resignation because that Yusek can no longer work with him. Pinigilan lang ni PBBM na wag niyang ituloy yung kanyang resignation. Mga ganun ba? These are internal these are indications of a serious internal problem among those who are managing or implementing our policies with respect to BARM, no?